Welcome to NIOS live classes. Subject: Environmental Science, Class 12th, Book number 333, Module number 1, Environment through Ages. Lesson 2, Environment and Human Society. Part 2. Today we will learn about human beings and their development. And also humans have a big brain which helps them think and make decisions. We will understand how humans use natural resources for different needs. We will also learn how overuse of these resources is harming the environment. This lesson helps us understand the importance of saving nature. After study this lesson, learner will able to identify and list natural resources. They can describe the interaction between primitive society and environment in terms of food gathering, food hunting and nomadic life. And also can describe the tools used by primitive humans and discovery of fire. Before starting our lesson, first we will learn difficult words, then start the lesson. Environment: everything around us like air, water, land, plant and animals that supports life comes in environment. Next is society. Society is a group of people living together and interacting with each other. Next is evolve. It means developed slowly over a long period of time. Next is primitive. Early and simple stage of human life but not advanced. Humans, also called Homo sapiens. Humans are modern people. The name means wise human because they can think and learn. For example, all people living today like you, your family and people around the world, they are all called Homo sapiens. Resources, useful materials we get from nature for living. Exploitation, overuse or excessive use of resources. Degradation, damage or destruction of the environment. Next is abiotic. Abiotic refers to non-living things like air, water, land, etc. And biotic refers to living things like plants, animals and microorganisms, etc. Next is organisms. Organisms refers to living beings such as plants, animals and humans on the earth. Next is urbanization. Urbanization means growth of cities and towns. Next is industrialization. It means development of industries and factories. Next is fossil fuels. Fuels like coal and petroleum formed from dead plants and animals. Next is renewable resources. Renewable resources are those resources that can be used again and again, like sunlight and water. Next is non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those resources that cannot be replaced quickly, like coal, petroleum, etc. And last is natural substances found in the earth like iron and copper. Let's take a short break. Welcome back to our classes. Now we have learned our difficult words. So let's start our topic, which is environment and human society. Introduction. Humans, also called Homo sapiens, developed more than 2 million years ago. They had bigger brains, so they called humans, and they could think and make decisions. They walked on 2 legs, which freed their hands to do work like making tools and etc. Like other animals, early humans depend on nature for food. But because they are intelligent, they started using natural resources for many other purposes. Over time, especially in recent centuries, human begins using these resources too much. This overuse has caused serious damage to the environment. Two point one, natural resources available in the environment. Primitive humans depend on the environment to survive. As they became more advanced, they started using natural resources to make life easier and safe. In those, first is abiotic resources. These resources are the physical resources of nature that are described in next slide. First is land, which is very important because many living organisms, including humans, live on it. It covers about 29% of the Earth's surface and include mountains, desert, forest, grassland, etc. Humans use land for growing crops, buildings, house, roads, factories and other structures. As population increasing and cities grow, more land is being used, which is causing land resources to decrease. Next is water. The natural water bodies include ocean, seas and surface water bodies such as rivers, lakes, waterfalls and ponds, etc. Almost 80% of the Earth's surface have covered with fresh water and remain frozen at higher latitude, and on mountain tops only 20% is available in liquid forms. The primary source of water on land is the rainfall. Water is an essential requirement of all living beings. Water is required for irrigation of agriculture crops and also for industries. And also required for building construction, culture of fish, prawn, aquatic plants, aquaculture, and also for drinking, bathing, cleaning, washing, gardening, pottery making, etc. Water is a natural, replenishable, or we can say renewable resource, which means it is refilled through the water cycle. This picture shows water wastage and its impact. Overuse and wastage of water are causing water scarcity. For example, leaving taps open unnecessarily or excessive use of water in agriculture. Energy is needed for all activity. The main source of energy is the sun. Early human used firewood and animal waste for cooking and heating. They also used oils from seeds and fish for light. Later fossil fuels like coal became important sources of energy. There is a picture on the screen which shows that how energy resources changed over time. From sun and firewood in early times to animal waste and oils. And finally, it changed to modern industrial energy and coal. What is coal? Coal was formed from plants that lived millions of years ago and got buried under the earth. Today, coal is used for cooking, running machines, industries and producing electricity. However, these resources are limited, so we all should be used it carefully. Here is a picture, visual explanation of how coal is formed. First picture shows large plants lived in swamps and forests, then plants died and fell into the water, then over millions of years layers of soil and rock buried the plants deeper and deeper, then heat and pressure changed the buried plant remains into coal. Next is petroleum. Petroleum is a fossil fuels found deep inside the earth. It is a non-renewable resources. It is used to make petrol, diesel, plastics and fertilizers. It is also used to run vehicles and aeroplanes. Next is natural gas. Natural gas is also a fossil fuel found inside the earth. Natural gas is not a non-renewable resource. Mainly it is used to produce electricity and also it is used as CNG, which is cleaner fuel, and LPG is used for cooking. LPG we get from natural gas. This picture on the screen shows that petroleum and natural gas are fossil fuels found deep inside the earth and are non-renewable. Like petroleum, it includes petrol, diesel, plastic, fertilizers, etc. Natural gas for electricity, CNG, fuel for vehicles, and LPG. These fuels are important for energy and daily life uses. Petroleum is also called mineral oil. Like petroleum, natural gas is a mixture of gaseous hydrocarbons. Energy is also obtained from the sun, which is called solar energy. Energy from the wind is known as wind energy, and biogas energy is produced from animal waste. Next is metal ores or minerals. Metal ores are natural materials found in the earth that contains metals like aluminium, iron and copper. These metals are used to make many things such as utensils, machines, vehicle, wire, tools, etc. This picture shows that metal ores are found in the earth like aluminium, iron, copper. Some metals like gold, silver and platinum are precious and valuable since these ores are limited. Let's take a short break. Welcome back to our classes. Biotic resources, and also called living natural resources. These includes plants, animals and microorganisms, etc. Plants are very important for humans. They provide food for grains, pulses and vegetables. They also give materials like cottons and jute for making clothes. Some plants are used as medicines and others provide raw materials like wood, rubber and resins. And flowers are grown for just decorations. Animals are useful to humans in many ways. They provide food like meat, fish, egg and prawns, etc. Some animals like horse, camels and bullocks help in transport and work. Sheep and yaks give wool and silkworms are used to produce silk. Microorganisms are very small and are also very useful. They help make medicines like antibiotics. They are used in fermentation like making curd and drinks. They also break down waste and dead plants and animals and helping keep the environment clean. The environment resources provide human substances for survival, entertainment, maintenance, decoration and for several other purposes. But for how long? Because natural resources are being overused. Humans are using resources like water and forest, coal and minerals very fast for daily needs, industries and developments. Limited resources. Many natural resources take millions of years to form, like coal and petroleum, so they cannot be replaced quickly. As you can see on the screen, there is a formation of coal and formation of petroleum shown. After various stages, we get a useful thing which is coal and also which is petroleum. Increasing population. As population grows, the demand for food, water, land and energy is also increases. There is a visual representation of increasing in population and comparing population from the past to the present. In past there were less people, so less demand for resources, but now population has increased. More waste production. Population is increasing, it means more people means more garbage, plastic and pollution from homes, factories and vehicles. Next is environmental damage. Overuse and waste cause problems like deforestation, air pollution, water pollution and climate change. Effect on living beings. Humans they start health problems, lack of clean water and air. In animals, loss of habitat and food. And in plants, destruction of forest and natural ecosystems. Now let's look at what we have learned until now. So we have learned natural resources in environment, in which basically we learn about that natural resources are things we get from nature for our needs. And second, we also learn about abiotic resources, which are non-living things like land, water and energy. Land, they are used for farming, buildings. Water is needed for drinking and irrigation, and energy, which is we get from sun, wind, fuels. Second, we also learn about the biotic resources, which are living things. It includes plants, animals and humans, and they are used for foods, clothing and other needs also. So what the conclusion we get, that natural resources are of two types, which is biotic and abiotic. We have completed our part. Thank you for paying attention.